Chelsea's poor start to the season, despite winning the Club World Cup and spending a huge amount of money. The general consensus is that they made a mistake, but I'm here to tell you that's only half the story. We'll be explaining why their transfer window wasn't a financial mistake, why their Club World Cup success was a false dawn, and how a single injury to one player exposed a critical tactical flaw that teams are now exploiting. So, let's get into the details. You think you know why Chelsea is struggling? Think again. The reason is far more shocking than you imagine. The first thing we have to address is the money. On the surface, it looks like the same old story. Chelsea spent a jaw-dropping £282 million. But they also generated a record £266 million in sales. That's a net spend of just £9.5 million. This isn't a mistake. It's a cold, calculated business model, a masterclass in monetizing assets. We can't talk about Chelsea's attacking plan without talking about the striker they let go. Did Chelsea make a huge mistake letting go of Nicholas Jackson? Let's break down the tactical hole he has left in their attacking shape. Jackson was the key pillar of Chelsea's success, a tactical weapon, whose movement was inseparable from the team's system. He created a domino effect by consistently looking for spaces between defenders. This forced opponents to choose between following him, which left gaping holes, or staying put and allowing him to receive the ball freely. His willingness to drop deep, even when 4 versus 2 down in midfield, pulled defenders out of position and left acres of space. This allowed Chelsea to manipulate the back line, creating a 5 versus 4 advantage that unlocked their attack. Without this crucial movement and work rate, Chelsea's tactical plan has crumbled, and their man-to-man press is now less effective, highlighting why his departure was a huge mistake. Against Crystal Palace, stats show Chelsea had 71% possession and 19 total shots, yet only 3 were on target. This stark contrast highlights the core problem. The absence of a player like Dilap meant Chelsea lacked a physical presence to pin the defense. Palace, under a tactically astute coach, simply sat in a compact low block, absorbing pressure without fear of runs in behind. The lack of a central attacking threat allowed Palace's defense to remain organized, easily blunting Chelsea's attack. Their back line was comfortable stepping up to win aerial duels and was never forced into a foot race. This showed how an over-reliance on a single player profile, now missing, has completely nullified the team's creative midfield. But first, Goal 90. Remember the seasons that forged legends? We're not just selling jerseys, we're offering a piece of history. Reconnect with the moments that defined the beautiful game. Lionel Messi mesmerizing defenders in a classic Barcelona jersey from the Guardiola era, a team that became the core of Spain's 2010 World Cup victory, to Zinedine Zidane's Real Madrid, celebrating their unprecedented 3rd consecutive Champions League title. Followed by the formidable Bayern Munich squad dominating European football and contributing key players to Germany's 2014 World Cup win. The elegant movements of Kaká and Clarence Seedorf, their AC Milan jerseys a symbol of an era of Italian football dominance finally challenged by Jose Mourinho's tactical genius, a team that also beat Bayern Munich in a Champions League final. Each jersey in their exclusive collection is a tribute to the players and teams who made us fall in love with the sport. Don't just watch history, wear it. Click the link in the description to get yours now, while stock lasts. Chelsea's decisive 5-1 victory against West Ham proved how critical that striker role is. With Liam Delap's tactical role as a proper number 9, the team's attack was unlocked. Instead of simply being a target for crosses, Dilap was a pin. He consistently positioned himself to occupy both of West Ham's central defenders. His physical presence created a domino effect. By drawing the center-backs toward him, he created crucial pockets of space in the midfield. But Dilap is so much more than just a pin. Let's go deeper on what he is to the Chelsea team, starting with the equalizing goal by Pedro. Look at this move. Dilap, because he's so tall, is perfect for this. When the corner is taken, he blocks the goalkeeper from coming out, completely restricting his view and movement. He effectively keeps the keeper trapped, allowing players like João Pedro to take advantage, and, with the goalkeeper trapped by Dilap, it becomes easy to hit the target. And it's not just in set pieces. Dilap is so dangerous, and the defenders know this. Look at how everyone is focused on Dilap in this instance. This attention on him, this gravitational pull, means no one is focusing on the spaces behind, which is exactly what Maresca wants. We also see Dilap's flexibility. Here, he is wide and holds the ball for oncoming players, holding off his marker and creating time and space. This ability to stretch the field and hold up play, in addition to his central positioning, shows his tactical versatility. Again, we saw this in the fourth goal. He wrestles with the keeper, keeping him busy while the set piece takes place. Even when the keeper gets a slight touch on the ball, he can't get a clear one because of Dilap's blocking effect, as we see here. I'll reveal why João Pedro is not a like-for-like replacement for Liam Dilap. Let's analyze how his movement is hurting the team. With Liam Dilap sidelined by a hamstring injury, that very same system completely broke down in the 2-2 draw with Brentford. João Pedro was forced to lead the line alone. Look at this structure. Without Dilap, Brentford defenders are far more relaxed. Only one defender is dealing with Pedro, which is a huge contrast to what we saw earlier in the video against West Ham. Look at the positioning again. No one is troubling the central defenders when this ball is played. The Chelsea attack is without a vital presence that occupies the back line. We see this again in another attack without Dilap. There is no one in this crucial space. The player takes a shot at goal because there is no one there to disturb the defenders, and those spaces can't be exploited. Pedro keeps dropping deep or wide when Chelsea wins the ball, making them less dangerous. As we can see here, Pedro should be in attack to be more effective for the team. Can he be disciplined enough and sacrifice himself for the team? This is exactly why I feel letting go of Jackson was a mistake. Jackson was willing to make those selfless runs into that space that Pedro isn't. Look at how deep Pedro is here. He should be here. When the attack starts, he's too far, allowing defenders to think of their next move. But if he was here, this defender would be forced to deal with the runner to stop the cutback, and the second defender would move towards Pedro, which leaves this player completely free. This move was exactly what Chelsea needed. A player who runs into that space, like we see here. Even if he doesn't get the ball, he creates space for these players here, which is what Chelsea will need moving forward. So, when we look at Chelsea's poor start, the blame lies not with the money, but with a flawed strategic plan. The Club World Cup victory was a false dawn that masked a critical tactical flaw that has now been fully exposed by a single player's injury. The team's inability to adapt its system without a specific type of striker has left them predictable and easy to defend against. This is the true story behind Chelsea's struggles this season. Thanks for watching our tactical breakdown of Chelsea's tough start to the season. We've shown you why their transfer window wasn't a financial mistake, how their Club World Cup success was a false dawn, and most importantly, how a single injury to Liam Dilap exposed a critical tactical flaw that teams are now exploiting. Do you agree that this tactical vulnerability is the real problem behind their recent struggles, not the money they spent? And what one tactical change do you think Enzo Maresca absolutely must make to get them back on track? If you found this analysis insightful, subscribe for more, and check out the next essential football video YouTube has ready for you on screen.